Hello everyone, and welcome back to FixTech Lab. Today, I have a Samsung Galaxy A73 that stopped powering on after it was accidentally dropped. In this video, I'll show you the complete repair process, including CPU removal, memory IC removal, reballing both chips, and reinstalling them to bring the phone back to life. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. To diagnose the problem, I connected the motherboard to a DC power supply and checked the current consumption. The readings were abnormal, indicating a hardware issue. To begin the repair, I'm removing both the CPU and the memory IC from the motherboard. My hot air station is set to 350 degrees Celsius with an airflow of 50, which provides enough heat to safely remove the chips. After removing both ICs, the next step is cleaning the motherboard pads. This stage requires patience and precision. Rushing the process can damage the PCB pads, so it's always better to work carefully. Using solder wick, I'm removing all of the old solder from the CPU and memory pad areas. The goal is to leave the motherboard completely clean, because the old solder must be removed before installing fresh solder balls. As you can see, the solder is being removed evenly, and the pads are becoming clean and smooth. This preparation is essential because we're going to reball both ICs before placing them back onto the board. Now that all the old solder has been removed, I'm cleaning the area with thinner to remove any remaining flux and residue. You can clearly see that every pad is now clean, shiny, and ready for the next stage. Next, I'm cleaning the CPU itself before starting the reballing process. Now it's time to perform CPU reballing. First, I place the stencil over the CPU and carefully fill every hole with solder paste. Once the stencil is filled evenly, I apply controlled heat at around 250 degrees Celsius until the solder paste melts and forms perfectly round solder balls. As you can see, the CPU has been reballed successfully. Every solder ball is uniform in size, which is extremely important for proper alignment and reliable electrical connections. Now I repeat exactly the same process for the memory IC. The stencil is filled carefully with solder paste, making sure every opening is completely filled. After applying controlled heat, the solder balls form evenly across the memory IC. A successful reball requires every solder ball to be the same height so the IC sits perfectly on the motherboard. With both ICs fully reballed, it's time to install them back onto the board. First, I apply a thin layer of flux paste over the CPU pads, spreading it evenly across the entire area. This helps the solder balls melt properly and allows the CPU to align itself during heating. Now I position the CPU carefully on the motherboard and apply equal heat from all directions. Uniform heating is very important because every solder ball must melt at the same time for the CPU to settle into its correct position. As you can see, the CPU has now aligned perfectly. Next, I apply flux to the memory IC pads and carefully place the memory chip onto the motherboard. Just like the CPU, I heat the IC evenly until all of the solder balls melt and the chip settles into place. Thank you so much for watching today's repair. If you enjoyed this advanced microsoldering tutorial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to FixTech Lab for more professional mobile repairing videos.